Sairam, on the birthday of this physical form, in this present birth, with 61 years completed, love swells from within to share this beautiful message with all of you today on signs that we are immersed in God's love. Have you ever felt your heart sink, an invisible longing rising? It's not a lack of material things, nor is it sadness due to failure, but a strange feeling of longing. A longing that you cannot name, cannot explain. It is so deep, so real that nothing in the world can fill that void. It is the secret call of Lord, Divine Beloved, resounding in every fiber, every cell of your soul. The love of the Supreme Being, though invisible, is the most powerful attraction in the universe. This love of God does not demand. It does not bind, but once touched, you will vow never to leave. The love of God is a living feeling beyond all beliefs. What is the nature of that divine love? It is not a concept to be analyzed by reason, but a sacred flow. It sustains every breath, every thought, every moment of your existence. Even when you are not yet aware of its presence, it is love that does not judge you when you fall. It is His love that does not abandon you when you are lost. It is His love that does not love you because you deserve, but because you are a part of Him. A sacred fragment on a journey of learning and returning. This is a kind of love that is absolute, unconditional, beyond all constraints of time, space. And where is this love born? It blossoms the moment your heart touches a deeper level of being, where there is no separation between you and God, but only an endless union. We cry out to Lord and say, God, I do not love you because you created the world, or because you gave me the breath. I love you because I cannot help loving you. Because when my heart remembers who you are, I cannot leave you anymore. It is no longer a choice, but a natural return, as obvious as a river returning to the vast ocean. How to feel God's love? It just takes a moment of honesty. Honest about what? Honest in having the courage to look deep into your heart without covering up. Ask yourself, what do I truly desire above all else? Am I searching for something beyond common understanding? I am sure it is not the desire for money, fame, or success. It is a nameless longing, a longing to merge, to dissolve, to return, to be fully myself. God's love is right here in every moment when you stop pretending. How to know that divine love is present within you? How can I be sure that God really loves me? Maybe He has never spoken, never been physically present, never touched me in any concrete way. For those who have not had the physical sparshan, darshan and sambhashan of Swami. God always whispers. He never speaks loud. Here are some signs that you are loved. You will never be abandoned by God, by our sweet Swami. Number one, when you are hurt but still want to love. In our lives, almost all of us have gone through or going through a phase where life knocks us down, leaves us broken, deeply hurt, betrayed, completely lost. Yet, strangely, there is always a part of us that refuses to close completely. You still believe in kindness, still want to heal instead of seeking revenge. You still pray for light for others even when you are still in darkness. This is the eternal light of divine love that never goes out deep within your soul. It is the invisible thread that connects you to the source of life and limitless compassion. Second, when we go through those moments when we shed tears for no apparent reason, for all Sai devotees, countless number of times this has happened. In a quiet moment of meditation, or when listening to a melodious tune, reading a meaningful prayer, attending an archana, or attending to a bhajan, attending to a satsang, we suddenly feel tears falling. That is the moment when our soul is remembering its eternal home, the sacred source from which we have departed. It is God's love that is gently seeping through the fragile cracks of our ego, awakening the boundless memory of unity. How many times it happens when we are seated in a bhajan, when someone sings lines like, you can imagine so many other bhajans, like the bhajan Sai Ram Ghanasham Bhagwan Tumhara Naam. When one line comes, तुम बिन प्रेम कोई नहीं देने वाले. Believe me, brothers and sisters, last Thursday he went to the other zones, Samiti Bhajan, and someone sang this bhajan, and when this line comes, in the morning only he had recorded the talk and uploaded. God as light and joy. So he was completely drowned in that essence of the talk, and he goes for the bhajan and someone sings this line, Tum bin prem koi nahi dene wale. From his childhood till that moment, he recalled how, in what all ways, in what all circumstances, Swami has showered his love upon his Bhakta Satya, which no other human being possibly can shower even an iota of such pure love. Of course, tears were about to fall, but he controlled. Third, when you do a selfless work without anyone knowing, it can be anything. Have you ever silently helped someone or many, leaving no trace, not expecting any recognition from them? But strangely afterwards, you feel your heart is light, strangely serene, as if you have just completed something your soul was born to do. This is the clearest sign that you are resonating with unconditional love, the pure love of God. 4. When you stop trying to control everything, total surrender. Love is surrender, surrender is love. Both go together. You cannot love without absolute surrender to God. And when you cannot surrender unless you love God wholly. You realize a liberating truth one day, that you cannot control any outcome in your life, almost. You cannot please all people, and you cannot avoid all sadness. Instead of continuing to resist or trying to hold on, you learn to let go. It is as if you whisper to God, Swami, I cannot know everything, but I trust that there is a greater one, the way. That is the beginning of matured, ripened love. A love that trusts, that does not demand, that does not impose. Number 5. When you long to meet something which you cannot name, something you feel that this life, no matter how full is, still has an invisible void that no one or nothing can fill. That is a signal that His love is awakening the soul memory in you. Divine love is unlike anything else known to man. Just one moment of sincerity, it will blossom as if it had never been forgotten. If you look deeper into yourself, you will realize a truth. You are not choosing to love God, rather, you are responding to a divine pull, a bond that has never been broken. So, this love is not your call, it is His divine call. That invisible bond that binds your soul to God Whether you deny it, turn away from it, or stray away from it, has never been broken. His love is like the primordial gravitational force of the universe, not like it is. Just as gravity holds the earth around the sun, divine love is the primary spiritual force that constantly draws the soul back to the divine center, God. We are drawn to Him unconsciously in deep states. That is divine love silently drawing you closer to the center of reality, where you were born and where you belong. It is the call of your true self longing to unite with the source. Your soul carries the code of remembering, the reason you are always called back. You are drawn to God not because you have known Him, but because you have been one with Him, and your soul has never forgotten that feeling. Just a drop of water separated from the vast ocean does not remember or may not remember the ocean with its ordinary memory, but feels the ocean with its every essence, with every molecule of itself. So it is with your soul. You cannot help but love, not for any logical reason, but because your very energy body misses home, misses the state of total union. When God's love awakens, you are no longer the same person. A person who has been touched by divine love even once is never the same person again. You no longer try to love, you simply exist as love. You will find that you no longer have to force yourself to forgive, to try to be kind, or to learn to love others. Instead, you become the embodiment of love. Prematma Swarupalara, as Swami calls us. Your life may still go on with mundane activities, yet inside you there is a quiet wholeness. Every moment becomes a sacred festival, a meeting with the Supreme Being. Every action, no matter how small, is surrounded by the meaning and presence of divine love. You will find peace in the midst of crowd, in the noise of the outside world. You become gentler with yourself, no longer so harsh or so self-critical. The fear of loneliness will disappear because you realize that you are always connected to a great love. You begin to see light and beauty in the most ordinary things of life. That light, supreme love. You do not need anyone to validate your progress. Love God, not because He gives you anything, but because when you love Him, you cannot live a day without that light. Some unknown person writes, "In the quiet, I let go, watching ego's boundaries flow. All my fears and all my might vanish in the sacred light. Every breath is now a prayer. Floating on the holy air, I am the drop. He is the sea. Where I end, He starts to be. Two as one, the shadows fade. I have become Him, He has become me. Resting in the love He has made. No more searching, no more quest. In His light, I find my rest. I pour myself into the whole, a merger of the mind and soul. In this endless, boundless grace, I look at God and I see myself in Him. Unquote. Swami says, above all, be conscious of the truth that you and God are bound by supreme love. If you feel this actually, then the journey will be quick and the goal can be won. Satya Sai Speaks, Volume 9. May you soon feel this love, not with your mind, but with your whole heart. Love, love, love. Sai Ram.